Hi, good day everyone. My name is Ayobami Oje. I'm a data analyst based in Lagos State, Nigeria, and I frequently drop videos on this channel that help to simplify the data analysis concept. So thank you for joining in. So today we have a new concept before us, and this concept is called Flash Fill in Microsoft Excel. So we have some text before us that we are going to be working with using Flash Fill. So let's get started. So we have this sheet before us, and the task given to us here is to use flash fill to merge the first name and the last name. So we have a column for first name and we have another for last name. And we have another column where we're expected to fill in the full names, that is a merge of the first name and the last name. So we can do this using flash fill rather than having to type the first name and the last name for each of the entries. So in this case, when we want to use flash fill, what we need to do is, click on the first guy to make an example which flash fill is going to use to fill the rest of the rows. So what I do is, for the first one, I type the first name, which is Berry. Then I give it a space. Then I put in the last name, which is Allen. Once I finish this and I escape, Berry, Allen. Once I finish this and I click out, I can click back here. Then I'll come to fill. In this my home tab, click on the home tab. Then I'll come to fill. So once I click, it gives me all the options where I can see flash fill. And once I click on flash fill, tada, see what happens. It fills all the other rows for me using this same format by which I filled the first one. So now you can see it's picking the first name and the last name and putting a space in between each of them for all the rows that we have. So let's go to the next task before us, which is splitting using flash fill. So this is the reverse of what we did the other time. Here we have full names and we have to separate them into first name and last name. So the task says use the flash fill to split the first and last name from the full name column. So what we have to do for the first one is write in the first name by splitting it manually and write in the last name. So once we do this, I will come to flash fill. You can say flash fill. You see that it extracts all the first name for me. And I'll come to the last name too. Come to fill. And I say flash fill too. Tada. So that's it. Now we have completed these two tasks. Now let's take it a step further by coming to see how we can, convert. So yes, we are taking this a step further right here. We have a column for full name, another for categories, and we have for order date. But we'll be working on this column order date. And what do we want to do? We plan to extract the year out of it, the month out of it, and the day out of it for each row. So we want to do this using flash fill too. So let's get into how we can do this. So for the year, it's much more simpler. What we need to do is just give an example. The first one is year 2018. So once I type in 2018 here, I come back to come and use my flash fill. You can see that automatically flash fill understands the assignment and it does just that for all the other rows. So let's try to do the same for the month column. So for the month column, I will input 09 here, which is supposed to be September, as you can see for this first instance. So when I say 09 and I click out, you see that it automatically converts my 09 to 9. And this will confuse flash fill. Let's take a look at what will happen. Let me try to use flash fill to fill everything. You can see that this is March, but here it's not giving me March. This is October, here it's not giving me October. So it means there is a problem here. As you can see, immediately this one got converted to 9. Flash fill starts picking these second numbers because 9 is here. So for the second one, it picks 1. For this one, it picks 0, picks 0. This point, it picks 8, and this point, it picks 7. But then that's not what I want. So how I can try to avoid this is, first, let me erase this. So what I will do is I'll format these cells from general. I could change it to, maybe text, for instance. The essence of me changing this column to text is so that whenever I input the month here, the zero in front of it does not disappear. Now look at it. You can see that the zero remains in front of it. Now I can come and use my flash fill and say flash fill. Now you see that flash fill works perfectly. 09, 03 in this case, 11 in this case, 06 in this case, 12 in this case. So yes, flash fill is working right. But then I still need to convert this my month away from text. I need to take it away from text. So if I want to take it away from text, what I can do is, I just select all. Then I'll click on this caution symbol that's by this side and say convert to number. So now I've converted it from text to number. So I have my accurate month as number. So September, March, October, November, and so on. The same for my day rows. What I'll first do is I'll convert it from general. I'll change it to text. So once I change it to text first, then I can now put in a sample of my day. The first one is 19 in this case. So I'll say 19. So if I say 19, then I can come and apply my flash fill first. Come to fill and say flash fill. Yeah, you can see that now they are in appropriately the way they should be. So now I can, select them back and choose to convert them to number. Yeah. And here I have my year, my month, and my day perfectly extracted from my. The next action we will be looking to perform with flash fill is to put names in proper case. So as you can see, I have this guy's first name Barry and his last name Harlan, but the first name is capitalized, by the first word, but the last name isn't. So we want to put it in proper case here. Proper case means that the first words of both names are capitalized. So I'll give my flash fill an example. I'll say the first name should be written this way, Barry Allen. And yes, let's see what flash fill does to the rest of the column, to the rest of the rows. Let's see what flash fill does to the rest of the rows. As you can see, flash fill has noticed my preference and has filled them accordingly. Yes. So let's take this a step further. So another thing we can do with flash fill is to extract initials. We could extract initials from different rows in a column. So in this case, if I wanted to write the initial of this guy, it would be B and B dot A, something like that. So Barry Allen, it will be B A, I guess. Yeah, so if I want to replicate this for maybe a number of rows, what I have to do is just come back to my flash fill and flash fill. And yes, you see, they're in van, they are all filled appropriately. So yes, we are done with this. So let's check what's up next. Okay, so we have numbers here, and what we are looking to do in this case is to extract the country code. That is the first set of codes you have before the phone number. For Nigeria, I think that's +234. So in this case, it is +91, as you can see. So we are changing the number to this format, like has been given to us here. So to use flash fill, it's very much easy. What we need to do is just, type it in the way we want it. So I'll copy this. Let me paste this here. Then let me give this an hyphen between them. And yes, let's try use flash fill now to get that done. So I say flash fill, and yeah, that's it. We got what we want. We have it for, basic extractions. So sometimes we might need to extract some complex things. In this case, we need to extract, according to the question, extract the values out of the text in all these cases. So let's try to do that using flash fill. If I just put in 45, which is the first, value, and I say flash fill, let's see what that will give us. Now, you see, it gives us the correct value. The first one, which is 45, second one, 7. But the third one, it's giving us 3 rather than 2.3. This is giving us 5 rather than 1.5. So some of the values are not correct when flash fill encounters decimal. So what can we do to change this and to make sure we get the accurate thing? We give flash fill more than one example so that it can know what to do in some cases when it encounters decimal. So to do that, I'll just erase this. So 45 for the first one is correct. So I'll give flash fill this as an example too. This is a whole number. Then I'll put in a decimal example too. So flash fill can know what to do whenever it encounters a decimal. So now that flash fill has these 3 examples, and I can come and say flash fill now the other rows, and you can see that is appropriately done because flash fill has so many examples to view so as to know what to do. Okay, so in this case, we are trying to generate email address for all the full names we have here. So you could be given that task, like try to generate an email address for an official email address for all the staffs in a company. Let's assume all these people are working at Google, for instance, and we have been tasked with generating email address for all of them. You don't have to type that over and over and do all those sort of things. Flash fill can just help us, get what to do directly. So in this case, let's try to give flash fill an example according to what we have here. It says use their name to create an email address. Okay. So what I'll do is in this case, I'll say following the format, I'll say Berry. Sorry about that. Berry dot Allen at google dot com. So if I do this, then I can do flash fill for the others, right? Yes. And as you can see, we have everything flash filled. So that's it. So we have some cases where flash fill will fail. We did something like this before now. But now the question is convert the month into the full name of the month in the H column. So if we try to convert this 09 to September, this 03 to March, and this 11 to November, will flash fill be able to grasp that and be able to do the right thing? Let's see. So for the first one, I will say September. And let's try to use flash fill. Let's see if it understands what to do. Do you see that flash fill obviously does not work in this case? Yes. So there are some instances where flash fill cannot be applicable, cannot work. You just can't think that far to work for you in this case. So I'll be showing you another example in this case. Yeah, we did something like this before too. But then imagine that we are trying to extract the numbers with the currency beside it. Let's try to use flash fill. So I'll say for the 5 USD. You might think it's because we are not giving flash fill so many examples. So let me give it more examples and let's see if it works. USD 7 in this case. Sorry. In this case, I will say 1.5 CAD. Now let's see if flash fill understands the assignment. So check. Do you see? In this case, flash fill didn't work well, same as this case, but it worked well in this case. This case it didn't work too. So there are instances where flash fill will fail, and these are some of the instances, just to show you that flash fill is limited in its capabilities too. So here I have a couple of assignments that we can practice with, just to get used to the concept of flash fill. So I'll be dropping the link to all of this, in the description, so that you can practice and get better with time. So till next time, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, to drop a comment, and to subscribe. So ring the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I drop educative content like this. So thank you. Till next time.